Getting lucky is probably the most worst thing that you can ever experience as a trader. You know, when you're over trading and you're buying, you're selling, price action is just not respecting, and then you still come out on top and you win. That is called being lucky. And if you're one of those traders, it's very harmful to your psychological state as a trader, because you're gonna think just because you won, that's the right thing to do. And I'm here to tell you that for longevity into trading, you're not gonna make it as a trader. You're actually gonna experience a ton of hardships. And that's what happened to me. I remember one time I was funded with FTMO and I was up $15,000 on a 100K account. And this was through straight bad habits. Nothing good was to come out of it. And the market humbled me. I didn't have no rules, so everything was being broken anyways on a daily. So lost 4K, lost 4K, lost 4K, ended up blowing the whole account. And because of that situation, I thought because I got up to 15K in profit and I passed a prop firm challenge, I thought that the habits that got me there to even get funded, to get that high in profit, that was the right thing to do. I got lucky, and that's why it was so dangerous, because those same habits that I kept doing followed me for years. And if you really want longevity in trading, you have to understand that that's not duplicatable. You can't redo that. If you buy off a retracement and then you switch your bias because another candle came out printed and it was bearish, and you switch your bias every candle, I'm here to tell you that's not gonna work, bro. You and me both know it. You gotta buckle down and create a set of rules for yourself. And that even comes down to the time of day that you trade. You can't be trading all day long. You know for a fact that you gotta kind of treat this like a job. Because if you don't, you're gonna end up over trading. And what overtrading comes, what comes with overtrading is killing profits. Less is more. I know you probably heard that before. Less is more. And what that means is taking higher quality setups and just not, diving into that temptation. A lot of you guys are just addicted to trading. A lot of you guys need to get other hobbies. I love trading too. I wish I could be on the charts all day. I just like, just catching moves and all that. But I know for a fact, when I trade all day, there's nothing good that comes out of it. You have to be willing to get yourself a set of rules to follow on a daily basis. And that's what's going to keep you in the game. If you risk it all today, you won't be returning tomorrow. The amount of mental torture that a lot of you guys put yourself through is crazy. Like, and that doesn't mean you have to be a robot, right? I want to be very clear. You don't have to be a robot. You don't have to, I follow my rules all the way to the T, because look, I've been trading for 6 years, and what I going to realize, you ever heard of this saying, it's a marathon, not a sprint? So that means if it's a marathon, we're gonna show up every day and stack a brick down, right? To build a house. We're gonna lay one brick down, we're gonna come back the next day, lay another brick. Some days, you don't wanna lay down that brick. And that just comes with being human. I'm tired of seeing these mentors and these gurus who act like, I follow my rules every day to the T, and I'm like, bro, sometimes you're gonna break your rules, and that's just the reality of it. Like, this is human psychology. I'm tired of people acting like they're just these perfect robots and rules never get broken and all that. I'm here to tell you that rules do get broken, but what separates the non-profitable trader with the profitable trader is how quick that you can react to that and fix it and get back on path. If you're the type that breaks your rules, no problem, but how quick can you identify that, right? If you can't identify that, within the first couple trades that like, whoa, 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 and slow yourself down and say, yeah, this is gonna like this is a bad day. And you can't lock yourself out of your account, or you can't just stop yourself from doing that. It's gonna be a bumpy ride. And I think that right there is what separates the profitable trader from the unprofitable trader. The unprofitable trader is the trader who keeps going, who just can't take a L, who can't put their hands down, you know what I'm saying, and wait for that setup. Last night, I'm a profitable trader, right? But last night I experienced one, and that's why I wanted to make this video. I experienced one of those days. I'm looking for a setup for a buy on gold. Gold is in consolidation. I don't recognize that it is in consolidation because when I was looking at it, at first it was trending and I was waiting on a pullback. Price just goes up, price goes down, up, down, up, down. I enter and I miss my original buy that I was gonna do. So I ended up entering late. And when I enter late, price just reverses. And I take some unnecessary drawdown, I like to say. But it was enough drawdown that it was like, okay, I can experience that because I didn't over leverage. And when price finally came up, you know, I shot into profit for a little short period, then it came back down. And through the whole night, I'm mentally getting bullied by this pair. I'm opening and I'm closing, I'm opening and I'm closing, and then I'm like, whoa. We can't be doing that because this is the type of situation where the unprofitable trader will blow their account, right? Oh, I can't take it. And I ended up taking a $300 win. And I'm not going to lie, this was luck. And sometimes luck is on your side, but that doesn't mean that I was right. Because it was stuck in this consolidation, and I was buying, I started selling, I was buying and I was selling, and then I started noticing that I'm over trading. And as soon as price got into profit, I just closed out and I said, you know what, I'm calling it a day. I can't do this. This is mental torture right now. And that's what I ended up doing. And through the night, you know, I thought about my actions. I'm sitting back thinking, and I'm like, you know, that was over trading, and this will be a good video for someone to see, right? And I'm actually gonna bring it up right now. This is on my live account that I'm funded with. I'm actually taking a break from prop firms, and I'm currently with Gates FX, and I got a live account with them because I'm just like, you know what? It's been so long that, and I don't like the fact of being restricted, but prop firms are a big help. But I told myself, it's been so long since you've been on a live account. Why not hop on a live account and see what you could do? It's been years, literally. I've been on FTMO, The Funded Trader, Top Step, Alpha Futures, Alpha Capital, all of them. So this right here is me over trading. Yes, this is a lot of trades. Yes, I did come out on top. Yes, this is a live account. But what I want to say is this. What separates the unprofitable trader and the profitable trader is identifying when you need to call it a night and not coming back the next day with that same mentality. That mentality right there that I did last night, and that's the reality of it, right? I know your guru makes $100 million every day. I know he follows his rules to a T. I know your guru is just the GOAT of this. Bro, real talk, reality of this is sometimes you're gonna break your rules, but how quick can you get back on the path, right? Follow your rules. And if you don't have rules, this is what you're gonna do. You're gonna make rules. When you show up to the markets, what are you waiting for? What are these action signals that you're waiting for the market to form to produce that so you can enter? Show up to the market, treat it like a 9 to 5, and follow those rules that you have out for yourself. You're not gonna see any success if you can't duplicate it. If the actions you do aren't duplicatable, there's gonna be no repetition and there's gonna be no consistency. And if there's no consistency, how are you gonna make it as a trader? You can't risk it all today and show up tomorrow. There won't be no account. So the main message you could take from this video is when you do break your rules, when you're being undisciplined, how quick can you identify that and be real with yourself, right? How quick can you say, whoa, we gotta stop right now? So it's your boy Rizzy. I'm gonna wrap up the video. I know I'm yapping right now, but you know, I did some over trading and I want to show people the reality of this. Like, you're not gonna follow your rules every day to a T. I got a fresh $5,000 deposit with GatesFX, and I was just like, you know what? Let's see what I could do. And I'm trying to get some good footage for the YouTube, and it's just playing around with me. And I was experiencing like some, you know, psychological trouble, and I'm just like, oh nah, you're doing too much. So I ended up calling it a night, man. So main message you can get from this video, man, follow your rules, and when you do break your rules, quickly get back on the right path. It's your boy Rizzy. I'm gonna catch you on another one.